and I'm Tyler. I live in St. John, Indiana, and I'm 10 years old. I need some help with my backside 180s. First, here's my ollie.
Hey dude, thanks a lot for sending your video. Sick skateboard, I love it. And thanks again for sending your video. Sick ollie.
Now, my attempts.
Cool, so working on the backside 180 here in the garage. Not a lot of room to move around. And we're actually working on a front side 180. The first thing we got to get down is which direction is front side and which direction is back side. I made this video, I think it's called front side versus back side, or maybe front side explained, or maybe back side front side explained. Anyways, I made a video about this, so check it out. It'll explain in thorough detail the difference between back side and front side. But at least you're doing the proper trick to learn after the ollie, which is, yes, it is the front side 180. Cool, and we got to turn our head more on this. We're not turning that head.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. I hope you can help.
I hope this helps as well. So watch your head and shoulders. It's like you're trying to look at the board, and although your arms kind of like go around, your head hits a certain spot and then it just stops. And you pop your ollie, okay, but it's not quite enough to get that frontside 180 around. I actually think we need to improve your ollie a little bit more just before we get into this frontside 180. But the main problem here is your head. Watch, it stops right there every time. See, it's so interesting because your feet at the most go to a 90-degree position, but your head stops at a 90-degree position. You're not turning your head at 180 degrees, so how are your feet going to go 180 degrees? It's actually like probably you would injure your back if you tried it too hard. You have to turn your upper body and then your lower body turns. It's kind of a weird little interesting thing to try and understand, but watch this. Watch me throw those shoulders. See, I throw those shoulders and my head around fully. It's almost like if somebody is standing behind you and you have to turn to look at them. Well, you're not going to be able to turn your feet unless you turn your upper body, your head and shoulders. Like stand still and try and do a 180 without turning your head. You just can't do it. So you have to turn your head and then your feet follow. It's like the most important key factor. Now, another very, 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 very important key factor that I think you're missing is I think you need to improve your ollies a little bit more, because you can learn to turn your head and do the 180, but if you don't get that board up into the air enough, then you're not going to really get it around. Because first it's like pop the ollie up into the air as you're turning your head and shoulders, and then your legs can go. But your ollie was okay, but I think you need to improve it a bit more. Just take it a step back. A lot of times when you hit a trick and you're having a really, really hard time with it, like the frontside 180, you have to go back to the previous trick in the lineup, which is the ollie, master that better, and then come back to the frontside 180, and that's what I think you should do. Cool, so the full lineup of all the basic tricks is given in Skateboarding Made Simple Volume 1. Right now there are 6 Skateboarding Made Simple Volume. It goes through lots of different tricks. All 6 volumes are about an hour long, so check them all out. They're all available on iTunes as iBooks and at brailleskateboarding.com as digital downloads. Thanks for your support, you guys are the best.